Hello and welcome to VRML Channel 2. We're back. This game is going to be fighting Entropy versus Ideals. I'm SuptnikKobra and I'm joined once again by It's Me Ollie and Lanzan on camera. How are you doing, Ollie?
I'm doing just great, thank you. And I'm very excited to see these two teams play against each other. It looks like both these teams are new. I'm unsure about the players once again, as this is another NA game and I'm not part of the NA region, but I'm very excited to see this. We have been informed that they are new teams, as I had just mentioned. The players I believe to be possibly new players as well to VRML, so excited to see how they play out this match.
Absolutely. We're just waiting on these teams to ready up, fighting Entropy versus Ideals. Like you said, they seem to be new teams. These are all new names to me, so I think this is their first time being casted. And I'm sure that they're very excited for this.
Definitely, I would imagine they are. I'm very excited indeed. I was definitely excited to see my first cast back in Season 2. And it'll definitely, hopefully, let them learn from their mistakes. But that just depends on how prepared they are coming into this season as a new team.
Absolutely. So checking on the chat on VRML Channel 2. I don't know if we have all the channel points. I'm excited to see all these new features. Palador saying that he's going to roll out some of these features to the regular casters in just a week or two. So I'm excited to see all the new engagement in the stream.
Definitely. Looks like we will be getting inside here in just a second. Don't know much else to say at this point, but we will be getting started soon.
And Sphinxer's getting these teams readied up. So what position do you play in Echo Arena, Ollie?
I play mostly offense. I can play some defense, but you trust me, you wouldn't want to see me in the goal. I would even miss those 3-point shots probably. But striker is my main position. I definitely enjoy hitting some nice 3-pointers and in those pubs occasionally getting that gasp from when I just hit a simple half cut, you know.
And I just want to give a shout out to all the new followers: Carp, Exo Ghost, El Padre Nash, and Kano for coming through, and Alcoholic saying both teams heavily outscored their first two opponents. So with that being said, we are about to begin this first round, and it will be won by Ideals. Ideals setting it forward towards that bubble, trying to find an opportunity. And it will be picked up by Daz, quickly stunned, but finding that nice pass to mid. And Dark Crow, you can see a lot of physicality right there. Dark Crow with that full rotation of the arm, and that goalie of fighting Entropy jumping up, trying to make that save, but a good attempt from the goalie. He recognized that shot coming through, just wasn't there in time. A good play from Ideals.
Now putting disadvantage to the orange side. Geo's not for that quick stack coming through from the blue side for another 3-pointer. A very quick stack indeed. Makes me even more excited for this match, as these stacks are even quicker than we saw last game, I believe.
Absolutely. And chat is saying I couldn't tell if Ideals actually beat their first two opponents or if they were forfeits. And Ideals really starting this round off strong. So Geo taking that, sending it to the wall into the hands of Long, trying to pull out that defense, trying to find a pass attempt. We'll throw that interception to that waiting defensive player, and that bounce off the wall will go into the hands of Daz, who will finish it off.
I am not sure this match will be as even as the one we just saw, but that is yet still to be proved, as that nice 2-pointer came through from Daz, now putting them up by 7 points, leading here now.
So finding this reception, finding that possession at Nest, and you can see this Ideal stack really applying pressure, able to just dynamically respond, and that clear will come through, changing possession. So Geo now with it. Geo trying to find that pass. It's gonna go past its mark, but Dark Crow with it now, sending it through two, and the hands of Twisted. Twisted going for a shot. That one's not gonna connect. bouncing out of the bubble. But this is a chance as all three of those players jumped on it, and a stop coming through, and then a change in possession, and it dings off the crossbar. But a good stop from that defense of Fighting Entropy.
Conway bugging up, picking up here with the fast stack coming through, sending the clear through, just bouncing back now to the blue side. Looks like Josh will be the one to pick it up here now. Just taking his time, finding that right angle, letting his teammates get past these defenders. Sending it over to Darkro on the double diamond. Just missing the pass, just hitting it off that middle block. Josh now with the long pass, just missing it. But Geo's managed to pick it up, just duking out. But Conway managed to pick up the disc and just walking it through here, going for the long shot and just missing it, unfortunately, just a little high, as Daz will now pick it up here. Sending that pass down to Josh. Josh will now send the pass up to shoulder.
And Jake coming through saying you guys are mixing up the names of the team, so it does appear that Fighting Entropy is on the blue team and Ideals will be on the orange team, so I apologize for that. My apologies to the players themselves for misrepresenting them. So it will be Fighting Entropy with this 9-point lead.
Ideals now with the joust advantage. They're still not out. They are just within three pointers with just 6.5 minutes left. Now Daz will pick up the disc here, missing the clear, but they managed to pick it right back up. Conway sending it down to Josh. Josh going for the long shot and hitting that beautiful long shot at 29 meters with only 14 seconds into that section of the round.
So 6 minutes on the clock. Multiple possession advantage to Fighting Entropy. So Fighting Entropy really finding their way up and down this court, able to pressure this offense. Ideals will roll out, try and find an opportunity. It will sail past that backline player of Fighting Entropy, and Fighting Entropy will find it in the bubble, send it off the floor near two. Twisted Josh trying to get around that defender, throwing it forward. Nice play from Fighting Entropy, and that shot will come through. That one will ding. It will be picked up by Ideals.
Geos now with the clear, getting picked up by Conway here at the mid, just doing a bit of juking out. Sending a pass over to Nesta Darkro. Darkro trying to anchor it, but just missing it. Managed to pick it back up again. Just waiting here, letting his team get into position. Sending a pass up to Daz. Daz sending a nice cross pass to Conway. Conway dancing around on the backboard and slams it for another two. Putting up by 14 points here.
So that will now be a 14-point lead, like you said, Ollie. We're past the half-minute mark, the halftime mark of this first round. So with this possession advantage favoring Fighting Entropy, Ideals trying to find a rollout, trying to find something through that two pass. Will be a clear. Will be in the hands of the backline player, sending it forward. So Twisted Josh now looking for his own long shot attempt, and that one will be off target. Dark Crow now going for his own, so it's back and forth between these shooters of Fighting Entropy. They're trying to find these long shots. They're trying to get some stees, and another long shot attempt. That one's on target, so Dark Crow will find it at 18 meters.
A lot of beautiful shots coming from Fighting Entropy here. Putting the Ideals now with the joust advantage once again. Just to let everyone know, Fighting Entropy is within 3 points of getting a Mercy here in the first round, as a Mercy is 20 points in VRML games. Geo's now with the disc, sending it down, looking for their boost. Just missing it. The disc is loose. The slap coming through from the blue side. Daz manages to pick it up, sending a pass over to Josh. Josh with the long shot and managed to find it, ending this first round early, and definitely not a boring start for Fighting Entropy.
And looking at these stats, we've got Crow with 8 points. Dark Crow with 8 points, 1 assist, 10 stuns. Daz finding 4 points, 3 assists. Conway Buggy with 2 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Twisted Josh finishing it off with 6 points. On Ideals, we've got 1 save to Geo, 2 saves to Nate, and a few stuns coming through. 7 stuns to Geo, putting a hurt on this offense, and 3 stuns to Gray.
Overall, not much possession on Ideal's side. not getting their hands on the disc very much, but I do believe they can still come back. Maybe all they needed was just a nice warm-up in the first round to see how Fight Entropy really does play, whether they play it fast or whether they play it slow. And I hope they can switch up their play to counter that and maybe bring us into a round 3. But so far this first round, it seems as Fighting Entropy did dominate with that Mercy coming in.
Konamara, is that the Konamara Chaos in chat saying Ideals needs to try and control the clear for QB, it isn't working. And Psychotic following up with Care to Share. So Konamara, if that's the Konamara, a longtime player, currently playing for Spaghetti, he definitely knows the game. He's been playing it for a long time. And whatever he says, it's the truth.
Dark run over the disc, sending it up to Conway. Conway sending it down to Josh on the floor here. Josh just taking his time, knowing they probably have the upper hand in this match here. Conway now juking around and getting the 2 points. First 2 points of the second round at 3 meters with only a 22-second goal time.
So that will be 2 points to Fighting Entropy to start off this round. Twisted Hands to send it to Conway Buggy. Conway Buggy finishing it off in the bubble. Nearly a minute off this first round, the second round, excuse me. It's now going to go into the hands of Long, who's going to lose it to that Fighting Entropy stack that retreated from bubble, and this long shot coming through. It's going to ding off the back of the crossbar. It's going to be picked up by Dark Crow, who's going to finish it off at 2 meters. So Fighting Entropy, a comparably strong team, and Ideal is just trying to find a rhythm right now. And when you're faced with a team with such strong stacks, it's really hard to respond. You need to have your passes on point. You need to recognize when the stacks are approaching. You need to have good, clean communication. And it's just a struggle right now.
Daz now managed to pick up the disc off the stun. Geos will stun him, and Long here with the disc, sending the clear through. I do believe this clear and boost strategy isn't working much for Ideals, so as you mentioned, Fighting Entropy does have some incredibly strong stacks, but they do have possession here as they just lose it. Dark Crow with the stun, sending a nice clear through as the Fighting Entropy stack comes through very fast, looking like they will put another 2 points on the board, putting them up by 6 points now here in the second round.
So with that score, that's another 2 points. And, you know, Ideals, they're new to this league. Fighting Entropy also new to this league. But I think I actually have seen Dark Crow before. And, you know, this is a difference in recognition of when to apply pressure, finding passes. And, you know, it's if Ideals comes back and they watch this tape, you know, the tips that they can derive from it are that, you know, stacking is very strong. Fighting Entropy trying to prove that that they belong in a higher division, and it's games like these that make the difference for that. So Ideals trying to get it out of their backcourt. Actually, some really good short passes, trying to pull that stack out of position. So for a little bit, they figured out what they had to do, but under that triple coverage at ceiling, it will go into the hands of Fighting Entropy, and that 1v1 will be won by Daz.
You definitely don't want that 1v1. All of them open goes left for Fighting Entropy, as they seem to have a very good accuracy and just know how to take out that final goalie. Now Ideals here with the Joust advantage. Still just under 7 minutes on the clock here. They may still be able to bring this back, but they will need to switch their play up, as what they are doing now just seems to not be working for them. And Fighting Entropy does know how to just counter it and just bring it back. Dark Crow getting a little cocky there now with the backward shot, just missing it. But will be picked up by Daz. Daz just walking it here through now. Dark Crow with the shots, the 2-point shot from 4 meters with yet another 22-second goal time. They really can get these goals in fast and hard.
They definitely can. So another few points to Fighting Entropy, and Ideals are starting to find their passes. You know, it's a struggle starting off in this league while your MMR adjusts, especially if they faced 2 teams that forfeited, so they were awarded, 40 points to 0, and that definitely factors into the MMR calculation. But Ideal's not giving up. They're trying to figure out a way to beat this offense, to get around this defense, and that's the right attitude. As they find that stun there, they find possession, but maybe a little bit of miscommunication. And that beautiful pass to Bowtie in this drive-through, actually sending it right up, but this stop coming through, a member of that defense able to find possession. And another shot, Fighting Entropy gonna rebound it off the ceiling and find that pass to Twisted Josh.
Josh will now put them up 12 points to nothing with just above 5 minutes remaining on the clock. It will be just 5 minutes once they come out of these tunnels. But Ideals, still, I'm not sure how much of a chance this is now for them. Just missing the disc here off the Joust. Josh will put it in for another 2-pointers, which is very unfortunate considering that they were down by quite a bit now. But maybe Ideals can adjust, maybe they can surprise the crowd. Who knows?
And Tobias Boone saying the matches were played, only one match was forfeited, so I apologize for that incorrect information. And Mike Ward Draw saying, I hope Ideals gets motivated by this match. Some teams would maybe stop after a big defeat, but this might be the turning point for them. When I started playing in ESL, I had to go up against one of the strongest teams in the league, Eclipse, and that shot coming through, that one's to be off target. But I got, this was tournament weekend, so all the matches were played in a weekend. But we got completely shut out, so Daz will find that shot at 5 meters, so that's another 2 points, 16-0. But I started off my Echo career getting completely shut out in the first season of ESL. And that put a fire under my butt. I wish I could curse a little bit, but I don't want to push the line. But that put a fire under me, and I started playing a lot harder after that, and it was a wake-up call. I recognized what I needed to do to my play. I recognized what I had to do with my team. And clear cut and open communication was one of the best things that I took away from that. And you have to make adjustments, and sometimes you have to get slapped in the face to do it.
Indeed. Definitely is hopefully going to be a hard slap to the face for Ideals, as they're willing to learn to adapt a bit more and come out with a surprise to the enemy team, as they need to take their enemy team off guard. They need to make sure they know how to adapt quickly and effectively. They are seeming here a bit worried, a bit nervous, as they are about to get mercied for the second round. Now rolling out Ideals, Geos will grab the disc, sending it clear through, managing to actually get it through. No defenders picking it up, that fast start coming through, and Long picking it up. Gets stunned out by Darkrow though, who will now just walk it through. They have all the time in the world, as they are up by 18 points as well. But Josh now with the pass, missing the pass. Daz will just miss the pass, a bit of a tongue twister there for myself. But Daz will be able to put in that final 2-pointer and end this match with a 40-0 win to Fighting Entropy. A definite hard kick in the gut for Ideals. 2 mercies in 2 rounds, very unfortunate.
But not focusing on the negatives, a good game to both teams. And this is what happens when you're new to the league. The MMR has to adjust, and the first week, second week even, can be rough. So with that, I hope that Ideals comes back to this stream, they watch it, they recognize what they need to do, they make the adjustments, and they don't give up. They continue training, they continue making the adjustments to get better. And with that, I'm going to be losing the stats, but good saves coming through from the defense of Ideals, not able to stop the shots and all the shots from Fighting Entropy. But a good game to both teams. Fighting Entropy going to be able to take this in 2. And with that, I'm SuptnikKobra. That's It's Me, Ollie. Lanzan on camera. I almost said Cameron on Lanzan. Lanzan on camera. And we're going to be back with the next match. Yo, hold on, hold on. Cut. Hello and welcome back. This is 420 bots versus Breakthrough. There is a little bit of a miscommunication. I don't think one of these teams have read the rules. They do have a spectator in the game from their team, and this match is being casted, so you're not allowed to have any spectators, especially from your team, while the match is being casted by VRML. The rules allow for a spectator to cast the match in the absence of VRML casting it. So we're going to be right back in a moment while we take care of this. All right. The color. So we are back with this first round. The neutral joust underway, being won by Breakthrough. So Breakthrough with possession. Someone tell me in chat if we got the teams right. We're a little bit behind schedule, so things are getting a little hairy. But it will be thrown towards that goalie. The goalie of 420 bots will find that, and it will now be in the hands of 420 for the clear through the tube.
Another shot attempt comes through, just missing it, just a little high, as Blue Plant will be able to pick it up. But the steal, the catch, the interception comes through from Pong. They will bring it through, but a beautiful save coming through. I didn't catch the name. A very back and forth now on the blue side, as Autopilot will manage to finish off that back and forth session with 2 points on the board for Breakthrough, I believe.
So you are correct. 420 bots will be in blue, and Breakthrough will be in orange.
Militia now takes the disc, sending it through to the tunnel. Agla managed to pick it up, sending it down low, just bouncing off the shield. Nobody to receive it. Karate Gill with the unlucky clear now. Pong with the pickup, trying to clear it through. Clears are just not working. Here now, Big Dog picking it up, sending it back, sending it to the nest. The steal comes through, and the pass to Pong T. Pong T now walking it through, taking his time, trying to stun out that player. Managed to get the clear through. Now the disc is loose, going up to the shield. Looks like Pong will be able to pick it up and send it for a nice 3-pointer from 8 meters to put them up a 5-point lead to Breakthrough.
So a few good shots from Breakthrough. Breakthrough is again orange. So Breakthrough with that 5 points. 420 sending that clear through 2, but they're almost going to find that pass on the first bounce. Finding it at the floor will be a glove. A glove sending it up to the ceiling, so it will bounce off the Geo into the hands of Big Dog. Big Dog looking for an opportunity. Sending it cross, and A glove going for that shot. He's going to find it near the top pocket.
A-Glove hits that nice top pocket 2-pointer, putting them now within 3 points of each other with 7.5, just under 7.5 minutes remaining on the clock. Breakthrough now with the Joust advantage, commencing their rollout here. It will be Pong taking the disc for Breakthrough, walking it through, no pressure, sending it down to Autopilot on the ground here. Autopilot goes for a shot, just a save from Blue Plant. Blue Plant just misses the clear, bouncing up to the ceiling now. Born Militia messes actually, and Pong will be able to pick it up, sending the pass over to Autopilot. Autopilot goes for a shot just high, bouncing off the backboard all the way back. Born Militia does feel pressured here and managed to get the steal off from the head, but Pong now with the disc getting pressured, that just missing that pass. Now bouncing back, looks like it will be back into Breakthrough's hands. Autopilot over the disc, just going down to the floor now, looking at the pass, gets the pass to Bowtie to Fuge. Now Fuge just walking it through, going for the shot, just missing, looking like he was a forced throw. Now with Pong with the disc again, getting pressured by Born Militia, but it just hits the pass off the net, off the nugget, my bad, and Autopilot manages to sink it for another 2, putting them 5 points away and 5 points in the lead to Breakthrough. We're making it 7-2.
So Breakthrough, 6 minutes on the clock. They got this lead, Ollie, and they're looking pretty good. We got just off the previous match, and it was a big differential in experience. And this one is just panning out to be like the first match, where it was very even. So these teams, they're looking pretty good. They're both able to respond to the defense and offense. Getting that stun there will be Fuge, and Pong going for that shot. It's going to bounce off the crossbar. He's going to go for a follow-up slap, but it's going to bounce wide and below the goal. It's back towards mid, and A-Glove's going to try and find a clear. It's going to bounce around tube and be picked up by Breakthrough.
Pong now receiving that pass, looking at the first defender, getting pressured by another one. Sending the pass, what looks like to be a pass, but managed to pick it up again after the miss. Just doing a bit of dancing on the ground here for the backboard. His teammate will unfortunately headbutt and make it a 2-pointer, as I believe that was just far enough out of the bubble for a 3. However, they are very far in the lead, up by 7 points now, 9-2 to Breakthrough.
Extending that lead is Breakthrough. So with Joust advantage now back to 420, looking for something will be Born Militia. Getting stunned out, sending that soft pass through. It's going to find its target. A-Glove going to send it forward. Nice pass to Big Dog. So they're looking to get set up outside the bubble. Big Dog is going to take his time, seeing that approaching defense, sending it to the floor. And that pass is almost going to be there. Being picked up by Born Militia, who's going to get stunned out. We're going to take it right back out of the hands of Autopilot, but able to get it will be Pong, and he's going to look for that clear and boost. That first regrab will come through. And it's going to be a race for possession in the bubble.
Autopilot now managed to pick up, well, 1v4 here, but it does manage to score another 2 points, putting the game now to 11-2 to Breakthrough. Very nice clean shot there against all 4 defenders of 420 bots, putting the 420 bots with the Joust advantage now as they commence their rollout.
So with possession now is Born Militia, taking his time, going to Bowtie, banking left, getting that forward pass. Nice pass to A-Glove. A-Glove's going to send it forward for that cross to Big Dog. Big Dog back down to A-Glove, Born Militia, excuse me. And trying to find that pass is Born Militia. Reading it off the wall will be Blue Plant. And in the hands of A-Glove. A-Glove taking that shot, so a good rollout, some good passes, able to respond is 420 bots. That's what they need to do. They need to find their passes, work around this defense, get some momentum. And 3 minutes on the clock, they have time to come back, but they'll have to start executing and making threes.
420 bots looking to find some momentum here now. Looks like they have found a bit of momentum, but let's see. Maybe they can make the comeback here now. Now they've gotten a few minutes of the round against Breakthrough. Pong now with a long pass to Autopilot. Autopilot going for a shot, just missing the shot off the backboard. Now will be bouncing back all the way, being picked up by Pong T once again. Just walking it through, not getting pressured at all. Sending the pass over to Autopilot on shoulder, just missing the pass. And blue team manages to just miss the clear slightly, but Bond Militia will pick it up, or will try to pick it up. And he will manage to pick it up and get the clear through, just barely missing the clear actually. A scuffle down in the bottom corner there of the arena now, but Pong managed to pick it up and send the pass up to the roof, just missing, just an unfortunate little bounce there. Big Dog now with the disc, some tracking issues there possibly as he messes up the clear. Nonetheless, Pong T picks it up, sends a long pass over, just bouncing it a little high once again. Big Dog, my bad, managed to pick up a nice interception coming from Fuge, and Fuge putting in there for 2 points.
Extending that lead is Fuge 8. So less than 2 minutes on the clock. Another shot, another goal to break through. So 420 bots, they need to roll out from this joust advantage. They need to do what they did a few seconds ago. They got down court. They found their initial pass to the tube. They're going to do it again. So into the hands of Aglub. Aglub under double coverage, sending it forward to the floor. They got their second pass. So Blue Plant needs to find an opportunity. That one's going to be a little wide. So now out of position and looking to recover is 420. But coming through is Pong. He's going to send that shot down. Going to go into the hands of Aglub. Aglub's going to whip it around the post. Send that clear through tube. And it's another clear into the hands of Breakthrough.
Autopilot now with the pass over to Pong. Pong just losing it but picks it back up again. Walking it through, yet again not feeling much pressure by 420 bots. Now just losing the disc. Big Dog will pick it up and send the clear all the way through. Looks like Karate Girl is sat back here but just misses the disc. However, Pong will be able to pick it up, just taking his time here now. Walking it through as they get stacked, possibly looking for a clear and boost opportunity, but Big Dog hiding on that bow tie there, managed to steal the disc, walk it up, not feeling any pressure, just misses the backboard for the backboard shot, and picked up by Autopilot. Getting stolen by the blue team here, but Pong will manage to pick it up and just barely misses the clear as he tries to go for it backwards. Pong with the disc here again, going for the clear. However, Blue Plant will pick it up. Back to Fuge. Fuge will clear it down. Just stuck in the mid here now. But now, a race for the disc. Big Dog will look to pick it up and just walk it up. There is no time here left for them to make a comeback, or maybe put some points on the board. However, an interception comes in from Blue Plant actually to finish off this round.
And with that first round going to Breakthrough in 13-4 versus 420 bots, we're going to send it to Wazdaaa for the analysis.
Hello everyone, my name is Wazdaaa. I'm glad to be here. What a first match from Breakthrough. We saw a pretty dominant performance in the first half of that first round. Some very good passes on the offense, and well, we saw they were able to capitalize it. Autopilot got 6 points that game, and Pong and Fuge were following with 3 and 4. And well, later in the round, we did see them giving up some passes on the offense, but the 420 bots just really didn't have an answer when Breakthrough was messing up their passes on the offense. So they had some opportunities for a comeback later in that round, but they didn't capitalize on it. And well, that will lead to them losing the first round 13-4. Back to you.
Thank you, Wazdaaa. So with that, that's the first round stats. Clear advantage to Breakthrough. 420 bots able to get some offense started. They found their passing. They just have to do it again. And Ollie, what are your predictions?
I believe 420 bots can find their momentum. Maybe just needed to get warmed up. Many teams do just need that first round to get their warm up against the enemy team, to see how they play and feel them out. And hopefully they can adapt in the second round and possibly bring it to a third. Who knows? But 420, I can see, has some potential to stay in this match. Just didn't show it in that first round.
And we've got Blue Brain Neuron with that follow, and Hey Will with that follow 20 minutes ago. So thank you both for following Echo Arena VRML channel 2. And we're going to be right back. Well, we're going to be back with this match. I'm talking about it right now. So with that clear down towards the bubble, Autopilot able to recover it, sending it through trying to find that tube. It's going to bounce off the Geo and back. And Autopilot will get it. They'll send it to Pong T. So Breakthrough, starting off slowly, able to avoid that defender was Fuja. But starting off slowly, they're looking to get their offense started, and Breakthrough is looking to take this in 2 rounds.
Now find a disc from Blue Team. Blue Team will be able to send it out of that bubble, but Pong T will be waiting at the back here, will pick it up. Send a pass down to Autopilot on the ground. Autopilot walks it up and sends it in for the first 2-pointer of the second round, with just under a minute goal time from 5 meters away.
So Autopilot will find those first 2 points, and Breakthrough will start off strong. 58 seconds on that goal time, so joust advantage now to 420 bots. TQB will be Born Militia. He'll bank left, find that pass to the left tube. They are heavily favoring that left tube, and they'll send that forward all the way to Karate Girl. And Karate Girl will send that interception forward to Big Dog. So Big Dog looking for this attempt, trying to brute force it through that defense. But Fujo will find that stop and send it through the tube.
A race for the disc. Pong managed to pick it up, goes for a shot, but Born Militia grabbing it just as before it goes into the goal. A nice save there. A-Glub sending it through now, just bouncing it off Double D. Autopilot will find the disc now, just walking it through, taking their time, not getting any pressure, just allowing their team to get set up here on the offense. Interception comes now from Big Dog. Big Dog clearing it all the way through. However, Karate Girl will pick it up here, just walk it through, back to the other side once again. Not feeling any pressure. Autopilot looks like he tried to stack on, but just missed the stack. Now bouncing in the mid. Pong with this headbutt steal and just missing the grab. However, he will pick up, trying to block that defender. Just managed to get the disc away. Bit of a tongue twister there for me. Now I'm just missing the pass. And to recover it will be A-Glub. A-Glub sending the clear through. However, Fuge will manage to pick it up and just allow his team to get set up, sending the pass over to Pong on the Pac-Man. Just missing that pass up there. Now they will be able to recover the disc again. Well, Blue Team will, slapping it away, and Pong now with possession.
And it will be sent to Nest and be taken by Big Dog, covering that pass the whole time, opting to not stun that offensive player, that disc holder, but just take it away from them after they found the reception. So it will be another clear through mid. We'll bounce around off the wall down to floor. A stun will come through, and looking to find that possession would be Autopilot, but Pong will find it. Going for a little bit of steez right now. They've only got 2-point lead, and that will bounce off the back of the crossbar. Slap coming through, and one of the players of 420 bots will send it towards mid.
Blue Plant will now be able to pick it up here, just walking it through. We do see Karate Girl in the goal there, and the Breakthrough managed to get back here quickly, not leaving Karate Girl by themselves in the goal. Now with the clear, bouncing it through the trench, and it's just stuck in the mid. Just barely make it through. Pong with some pressure, but he managed to block that defender, and he can just walk it through, taking his time, looking for the shot, just hits it off the pillar, unfortunately, as it will bounce back. It looks as though Orange will be able to pick it up. Autopilot here will be able to actually pick it up, walking it through that stack, pressuring him, just making him force the pass up to Fuge. Fuge slapping it up to Pong on the roof. Pong now just dancing about on the roof, taking his time and send the pass down, just missing the pass on the floor. However, Fuge will be able to pick it up again, goes for the shot, just misses it off the backboard. Disc is loose once again, but it looks like Autopilot will just miss that grab actually, and Blue Plant will be able to get the slap through.
And we'll sail towards that backline player, ding off the crossbar, opting to have a perma goalie. So with this only 3 people out of the bubble for Breakthrough, with Breakthrough, maintaining this lead and looking for an attempt to be Autopilot, they're going for these, behind the back shots, these rotating shots, being a little disrespectful to 420 bots.
Now Pong racing the defenders for the disc. A bit of a tussle. Pong does manage to pick up, but Blue Plant will steal the disc, looking for the clear through the trench. Manages to just bounce back, but they will pick it up again. A-Glub with the clear all the way down into the bubble now. the disc is loose. Eagle will just miss the grab here, actually, as Big Dog picks it up, goes for the shot, just dings it, unfortunately. But Blue Plant will pick the disc up here now again, sending it up, but Autopilot with the interception, sending it all the way through to the blue side.
So it will be a loose disc. Breakthrough looking to get it at ceiling. Pong sending it forward. Autopilot taking that shot, but shutting down that shot would be Born Militia, but finding that clears Pong. Pong going for another shot off the backboard. It's not going to be on target. Another slap coming through. So Breakthrough just opting to go for these slaps instead of slowing it down and just finding these shots. So now back line is Fuge. Sending it through. It's going to bounce off the ceiling and down into the goalie's hands. That's another clear through mid.
Karate Eagle will be able to pick this up here now, walking it through, but Eagle will surprise her with the steal. Fuge managed to grab that shot attempt and sending it all the way through to the tunnel, onto the back onto the blue side. Autopilot will look to win this race for the disc. Now just walking up here again, taking his time very slowly, sending the pass over to Pong, who's still upside down. Just duking out that defender, walking in, and he manages to hit the 2 points from 3 meters to put them into a 4-point lead.
So 3 minutes on the clock. That's a 5-minute and 21-second goal time. So just looking to run out this clock is maybe Breakthrough, but they have been able to find their shots. They've been going for these behind the back shots, these rotating shots, these slaps. They haven't found one of them. So 5 minutes, 21 seconds off the clock. 4-point lead. That's 2 possessions. This long pass coming through. It's gonna bounce off the Geo. And looking to find these points is 420 bots, but they're just having a hard time finding a rhythm. So Breakthrough will clear that through the tubes. They're gonna look to get it down towards the bubble of 420.
Breakthrough now managed to pick it up. An open goal opportunity, but they allowed the team to get back. Just missing the 3-point shot. That loose disc just flying back towards the mid now. It will be Pong who manages to pick up the disc here again, sending the long pass attempt to the backboard, but just missing it. Trying to send the clear through, but just stuck in the mid here. Born Militia will pick it up, however, and send it all the way back. Karate Eagle will pick it up and walking it through now with a bit of a disconnect here from my side, it seems. So back over to SuptnikKobra for a second.
And with that clear into the bubble, it will be picked up by Born Militia, looking for an opportunity, sending it up to ceiling. That shot coming through, and that's what they need right now. Only a 4-point lead to Breakthrough. Breakthrough sending a clear once again through mid. It's not going to be completely through. We picked up by Pong. Pong sending it once again, and that stack is going to look to follow it up. They're going to get it in the bubble, and they're going to take this one in, and there's no fancy stuff with that one. They're going to put it in at a meter. It's a 6-point lead now. And 1 minute 23 seconds of that goal time. Less than 90 seconds on the clock. 420 bots can still come back. They're trying to get their offense started. They've been getting some good passing plays. They just have been having a hard time finalizing these possessions in the bubble of Breakthrough. And with that pass through to the tube, it will bounce off the Geo up towards ceiling. Autopilot will find it, bouncing off the tube. And these teams are back and forth. So not as big of a point differential from the first round, but Breakthrough still with this lead. Sending that long shot, Blue Plant will shut it down. But Blue Plant opting to go for that clear right in towards the defense, and Pong now with it, finding another shot. So Blue Plant will shut that down, able to get back into defense. And 420 is not shutting down just yet. They're not giving up. 40 seconds on the clock though. It's not enough time to find these threes, and it will be in the hands of Pong. He's going for another long shot. That one is going to be on target. So when you take enough of them, you'll find one eventually in a nice 25-meter shot. 16 meters a second from Pong. So less than 20 seconds on the clock. That's 9 points to Breakthrough. It looks like Breakthrough is going to take this in 2 rounds. But kudos to Blue Plant, shutting down a lot of these shots, finding good opportunities to get it out of the bubble. But, you know, after so much back and forth, it's got to be exhausting. But Blue Plant playing their best. Born Militia finding some good saves too. A good defensive opportunity, good defensive stops from 420 bots. But in 2 rounds, it will be won by Breakthrough. And once again, we're going to take it to Wazdaaa for the analysis.
Yeah, well, I was much more impressed with the 420 bots in that round. They did end up losing. It's unfortunate, but they did make some decent adaptations then that allowed them to keep it closer in that game. They didn't score, but it wasn't an absolute domination like previously. We saw a lot more aggression, a lot more steals. We saw, I think it came out to about 17 steals total on blue team. So pretty impressive play on how they stepped it up, but it came down to a lot of that following up the clear, following up the save. That's where they seemed to struggle later in the game and executing onto the goal. They had some opportunities with shots on goals, but they were a bit ill-advised and not exactly calculated perfectly. So that did allow Breakthrough to just capitalize on the opportunities they were given with ease, and they were able to clean it up pretty well. 9-0 and 2-0 in the series. And back to y'all.
So with that being said, this has been a win to Breakthrough in 2. I've been SuptnikKobra. I've been joined by my co-caster, it's me, Ollie, and Wazdaaa on analysis, Lanzan on camera, and Sphinx doing the match coordination. And we'll be right back.
And welcome back here to VRML Channel 2. We have the Galactic Crew versus Glitch Reality lined up here now. And by my side is Wazdaaa, co-casting with me here today. Wazdaaa, how are you feeling about this matchup?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good. It's my first cast of the VRML, so thanks to VRML and all you guys for having me. I'm excited to get this game on its way, and based on what we saw last game, I mean, the past two matches we've seen, they haven't been the closest. I'm looking for a nail biter. I'm looking for them to go head to head. I want it to be 1 point difference the whole way through. That's what I'm hoping to see.
Definitely. I believe these both are new teams. A couple of familiar faces, but overall I think most of these are new to VRML. Then again, I am unsure on the NA side of things, but as we get here started in this round 1.
All right, well, the head off is done and blue team will get the advantage to start off, but back into the orange advantage. It gets tossed on back. It seems like it's just going to be a back and forth to kick us off so far. Looking for passes, but it's going to bounce off the geometry, and both teams are struggling to find their teammates. Really looking for a pass so far, but none found just yet.
Now it will be picked up here by EA DLC, but just getting stunned out. And it will be Dak clearing it down through all the way to the blue side. A race for the loose disc. It will be Galactic Crew picking it up here, just walking it up, looking for the goal, just getting saved up, but a headbutt steal. However, blue team will be able to pick it up and send it back through away from the ball. Snazos are now here picking it up, getting headbutted by EA, and EA will manage to send it through with the clear.
That's going to be a nice solid clear. Getting it off the blue side is going to be massive, and it's a scramble for the ball, but blue team will get it, and that's going to be the first shot of the game by Reality Check. And Glitched Reality is going to take the first points, up 3-0 to start our game.
A nice 3-point at 10 meters, only 1 minute and 2 seconds into the game. Now putting the joust advantage over to Galactic Crew. Galactic Crew rolling out here now. It will be Snazzo taking the QB, but a very fast stack comes in through from Glitch Reality. EA will now be able to pick it up, go for another 3, and hits yet another 3-point shot to put them in a 6-point lead.
Some very quick play from Glitch Reality. We saw them there just about the same time as Orange was able to grab the ball, and after that, Orange was scrambling to reposition, and they just weren't able to do that in time, and Blue Team got the better of them. So they find themselves up 6-0, and Blue Team is looking to go just as fast, and the ball makes its way into the hands of Exo, and now they're gonna need to get back to the goal very quick, but the Orange response has been very delayed, and another 2-pointer goes to Glitch Reality. Lizzie B with a 12-second goal find themselves up 8-0, not even halfway through the series.
Glitch Reality have found a very good momentum, a very nice series of goals here, but looks like we will have a pause, possibly a technical difficulty coming through here. So we will just have to wait this out until both teams unpause. What have you thought of this match so far then, Wazdaaa?
I mean, so far Glitch Reality, they've been playing all right. I mean, the passes, they've been hard to find, so these breakaway plays has been a key factor for Glitch Reality's success so far, but it looks like we'll be making our way back in fairly shortly.
Galactic Crew now with the joust advantage. The score is 8-0 to Glitch Reality. Now, Galactic Crew will roll out here. Snazzles are with the disc, just walking it through. Not seeing that fast stack that we did see earlier from Glitch Reality. Snazzles are not feeling any pressure, just managed to walk it through. It looks like his passes are getting covered, but that does not matter as he managed to get it right next to the goal, just missing that shot for the 2 points. The blue team manages to now clear it out as Dak will try to recover the disc here for the Galactic Crew. Just missing the pass off on the nest. And it will be Love Nico Senpai picking it up, just hitting the block, sending it back to Dak. However, Dak will pick it up, sending it up to the Pac-Man for the pass, sending it over. A nice pass to Shield, just missing, just bouncing off that Shield. Very unfortunate. Now it will drift back into Blue Team's hands, and Blue Team will get the clear all the way down to Orange's bubble and nearly hitting the shot, the 3-pointer, but just bouncing away.
Blue Team finally able to capitalize on some passes, and they'll be able to get it to the Orange side. And, well, just a few passes in between that, EA will find a shot 2-pointer to be exact. And yeah, they're gonna find themselves up 10-0. We are halfway to a mercy for round number 1, and we're not even halfway through this timer. We've got a lot of gameplay left to go, and we're still awaiting the Galactic Crew response. It's gonna make its way down the tunnel, going pretty far for that first pass, but Orange Team is ready with the response, but the grab will get let go, but it does not matter. Love Nico Senpai. He'll be able to get his team's first points on the board, a 2-pointer, and that's going to be necessary for them in this first round if they want to have a decent response.
Just under 6 minutes on the clock here now. Galactic with their first 2-pointer on the board. Now Lizzie B with the throw, just the miss pass, but EA will still be able to pick it up, send it through, trying to go for the shot, but just hit it off the Pac-Man. Now it will be Exocleb who will just miss the shot once again. However, it looks like it will be possibly picked up by EA, but actually no, Snazza gets the slap off, but EA will manage to pick it up again, just walking it through. A nice intercept coming in from Snazza. He manages to get the clear through. A very fast stack coming in from Glitch Reality. However, Exocleb with the disc, sending it over to Reality Check, getting pressured by Snazza, just missing the pass. A little bit of miscommunication there possibly, but he will manage to slap it away from the Orange Team's hands.
Yeah, Blue had a lot of control there, but they weren't able to get it out of their half, and well, Dak with the ball, just gonna dink it off the bar, and well, there's an opportunity for a response from Blue, but the slap up will find its way into the hands of Ducky, but he is stunned out. A slap away from Exo will send it down towards the lower pocket, and a response from Love Nico could be there. EA is on him, but the pass comes in time, and they're still looking for anybody they can find, but the grab from Reality Check gives them control of the ball yet again, and they're able to throw for a clear. No, the missed catch will allow it to go super close to the goal, but a quick response as they find themselves back in a defensive position. The shot comes out regardless from Exo. 2 people on goal, but it does not matter. Up 12 points and up 10 points. 12-2. A very, very nice shot from Exo.
I did actually think that was a 3-pointer, but it looks like he was just inside the bubble to make it a 2. However, they are still up by 10 points with this match, 12-2 to Glitch Reality. Now sending the pass over to Dak. Dak just managed to grab it. EA managed to get the steal, send it all the way down through to the orange bubble now. The disc is loose and they're looking to grab it. We see the grab here now from Orange Team. Managed to send it through to the tunnel. Ducky will pick it up here. Oh, no, it will actually be Exocleb who will get it. Oh, I'm stuttering here all over the place. Dak will now get the slap off, and it will be now in the blue team side.
All right, I need an answer. What does Galactic Crew need to do? What do they need to set up? What do they need to change to get a decent response and bring themselves back in this game? There's 3 minutes left on the clock and 10 points between the two teams. Where are they lacking behind, and what needs to change if they want to keep themselves in this first round?
They definitely need to get them stacks together, get themselves set up, be maybe a little less predictable, as we see a nice 2-pointer coming in from Love Nico Senpai at 6 meters. Similar to what we saw on the other side just a moment ago. However, they will now have 4 points on the board, making this match 12-4.
Yeah, much closer contest because of that goal, and there's still plenty of time for Galactic Crew in this game. They're not out just yet, and if they can reproduce situations like that where they're taking their time and setting up their shots and they're being on target, well, that's going to get them back in this game. But an open net will be missed by Lizzie. That was a good opportunity, but the rebound from Orange will actually find its way into an interception from EA. He's looking for the shot to bounce off the back, but it will hit the side of the backboard, and well, the send back into the back pocket. Seems like it's not getting out of the Orange side anytime soon, and with Exo with the ball, he will get stunned on the nest, and now they're still trying to get it out of this side, and it just keeps bouncing back. It's unlucky for the Galactic Crew in this first little rally here. But blue team still with the response. They're on the ball. Exocleb sends it on over to EA, and they're taking their time in finding their passes. Now Zozo, however, has the aggression and is able to get the ball. And, well, it finds itself in the blue bubble. No blue response just yet. They're taking their sweet time, but a stun out will find themselves with control of the ball yet again. Reality Check they're playing a bit slower here. Blue team realize they have a solid advantage, and they're not really trying to send it towards the orange side as much as they have been earlier in the game.
Love Nico Senpai now with the pass over to Dak. Dak with an open goal opportunity and hits the 3-point shot from 17 meters away, bringing them ever so closer to tying this game up. It's now 12-7 to Glitch Reality. However, Glitch Reality will take the just advantage now.
Yeah, well, a very nice shot and an open goal from blue team. It's gonna be a bit of an issue there, but they'll be able to still be in the lead, however. And just a minute left on the clock. Orange team is able to grab it. Love Nico with the pass over towards Snazozer, and that's an open net, but the shot is missed. And Ducky is there with possibly the rebound, but no, a stun out on the bottom of this map. Well, no, anybody struggling to find any significant control. It's back and forth. Love Nico with a big pass over towards Lizzie with the interception, and there's just 30 seconds left, and the chances for Galactic Crew in this round are dwindling as we speak. EXO has the ball, and he's looking for the shot, and, well, that's going to hit the crossbar. Unlucky for him, but Orange Team, just 15 seconds left. There's not much they can do here, and the dunk from EXO is going to sign, well, it's going to sign their death papers for this first round, at least. And they find themselves up 7 points, and we're not going to get an opportunity to see another head off. So that'll be Glitched Reality taking the first round 14-7.
A very nice dunk there from Exoclip to finish off that first round, putting the match to 14-7 to Glitch Reality for that first round. That a fast round for sure. Glitch Reality have come prepared. They have their stacks, they have their passing, and their shots on point. However, I believe Galactic Crew can still make a comeback. We have seen that their shots are quite accurate as well. They just need to make sure they get their passes just more on point with their stacks just slightly faster, just to beat Glitch Reality here.
Yeah, and actually it looks like Glitch Reality had more shots on their goal than the Galactic Crew did. We see Glitch Reality has a total of combined 5 saves across the whole team, and on the Galactic Crew, they just have 3 saves. So the Blues ball is finding the net a lot more often. Well, no, Orange team is finding the ball, but just not able to capitalize.
Definitely, they could have definitely taken that first round, but maybe the pressure from getting casted maybe just took over, or maybe they just need a warm up against this team. But hopefully they can adapt in this second round here now that they've gotten to know their opponent in this first round, and maybe bring us into a round 3. You can never know, can never be sure.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely weren't out. It wasn't a complete stomp. There was a response from Galactic Crew, but it just wasn't good enough. We do have round number 2 coming up very shortly, and it's still a tight contest. We still saw some very good things from both teams, so nobody is out of it just yet, and I'm excited to see what the next match will bring. If I'm Glitch Reality, I just need to keep up that pressure, make sure that your clears are a lot better on point. We saw a lot of missed passes on both sides of the field, so if the passes were on point for Galactic Crew, they could have a lot more opportunities on goal.
For sure, they could. We did see a few missed clears as well, like you mentioned, just getting stuck in the mid, and then Glitch Reality's backline players managed to pick it up and just send it back through to their frontline players, who eventually managed to pass it around and get it into that goal. Looks like we have paused, but we may be starting this round in just a second.
Yeah, it's gonna be happening very shortly. I'm not too sure what the sounds in the lobby mean, so I'm hearing noises and that sounds pretty good to me. But I'm just excited to get this on its way. I am anxious to see. I'm hoping we can see a response from Galactic Crew, because I want to cast a map 3. I'm sure you want to cast a map 3, and I'm pretty sure the viewers at home would definitely like to see a third map of this series, as it has been fairly close and fairly competitive.
Definitely, I do believe Galactic Crew can definitely take this second round. They do have a lot of potential here, and they can definitely bring this into a third round. They just need to get them stacks just a little faster with their points, with their passes even, just a little more on point. So now we can see as the round will be getting started here just in a couple of seconds, putting the disc back in the middle. And here we go, round 2 begins.
Well, here we are, the second joust of the game. In our first match, we saw Glitch Reality take the game by 7 points. The joust is out and blue team is able to get the advantage. A pass downfield will be intercepted by LoveNico, and the response from Snowzozer, and he's ready with the catch. But a punch will take him down and give the ball back to the blue team. Exo with the clear into the bottom pocket, and Exo is still there with the ball, but the orange team is all over it. A back and forth in this midfield as no team has found the other team's bubble just yet. But we see that Reality Check is in the inner orange bubble, but the shot isn't there. Exo is there with the ball, but the punch will knock him out, and orange team is just all over them so far. But they still need to clear it out from their side, and Exo is there with the read, and he's yet again being punched. Some good aggression from orange team early on in this series.
Here now with the shot attempt, just missing that 3-pointer. We see Reality Check now grabbing this, getting very pressured by the orange team. Managed to get that pass off to shoulder, just missing it unfortunately, as Dak will pick it up. But the stun will come through, leading to a very nice 2 points to start off this second round, putting Glitch Reality 2-0.
Yeah, Galactic Crew, they had a lot of aggression on the blue team. We saw wherever the ball was, they were on it, they were getting their stuns. But when it came to clearing the ball, we saw it bounce off some awkward ways in geometry, and well, the blue team was there for the read, so they were able to keep that constant pressure applied to Galactic Crew. Now we will see a clear all the way downfield, but a bounce off that geometry in front of Shield will make its way to Exo, and he's able to send it towards midfield. A bonk from Lizzie will take down one, and Lizzie might be able to get the ball here, and his team is all the way up in the goal. A pass will find his teammate, and a dunk is imminent. He might be going for the 3-pointer. Oh no, he's gonna botch that, and Ducky is there with the recover. A big mistake from Glitch Reality, as they could have had some free points there. But the pressure is still being maintained by Glitch Reality, and the shot is there from Reality Check, assisted by Lizzie, and they're up 4 points to start this series.
A nice little 2-pointer shot there from 4 meters with only a 38-second goal time here. Now will give Galactic Crew the joust advantage yet again. We've definitely been seeing a lot of that in this match so far. But now will be Dak picking up the disc for his team's QB, sending it over to Snowzozer. Snowzozer sending it down, just bouncing it off, looking like he was looking for a bounce pass there possibly. This stuck in the middle. Lizzie with the slap all the way to the orange side. It will now get all the way down to the just out of the orange side's bubble. Excellent with the shot, just dinging it off the top there. Very unfortunate. Lizzie will be able to just get stunned out here. LoveNico Senpai will pick it up. Snazzles are now picking up, sending it through. Reality Check picks it up, goes for the 3-point, just misses it. However, it will be EA who will manage to pick it up again, sending the shot. A nice save coming in from Snazzles. Snazzles are bouncing it off the floor to get it out of their side. Now it will be a race for the disc. It will be Exoclub just missing the grab. However, EA will be able to pick it up, sending it down, just missing the pass. However, he'll be able to pick it up once again, walking it through. Reality Check with the receive. Snazzles with another beautiful save, sending it through to the mid once again. They just need to get their stacks down and get their players into position, and they can definitely get some points on the board for their side here.
A limited response from Orange as they got the ball deep into the blue side, but the stacks weren't able to re-grab their way downfield, and well, the interception from Dak will make it more possible. Ducky's there with the follow-up pass up towards the net. It'll find LoveNico, and the shot is imminent, but blocked and caught. We find ourselves 4 minutes into the round. Orange still applying pressure to the blue side, but it's a party inside the blue bubble. LoveNico there with the punch, but not with the catch. Orange still in control of this, and no blue response outside of their half, but the catch is there from EA, and the ball goes downfield. Ducky should have, or Snowzozer was there with the catch, but did miss, and blue team is still able to apply to the pressure because of it. Now, we see 3 members down there trying to get that ball. They're looking to get as much control as they have, but they're not very spread out, so these passes aren't really finding anyone. Still stuck in the pocket is the ball, and a pass from blue to Lizzie over towards Reality Check. He's been a big scorer so far in this game, so once that ball gets into the hands of Reality Check, it's a dangerous situation for Galactic Crew. They're still biding their time and waiting for any opportunities, but the stun from Dak will gain them control of the ball yet again. And it's still stuck in their side of the map. We're halfway through the match, and no goal response from Galactic just yet.
Will be a clear coming through now. Disc is very loose. Snazza will be able to pick it up and send it all the way back to the blue side, going through the trench. Realchik, however, will be able to pick it up, walking it through, looking for a cross pass to his teammate Exocleb at the bow tie. Exo now sending another nice pass to EA. EA just walking it through, trying to look for his teammates, trying to wait for his teammates to get up. A nice bounce pass to Reality Check. Reality Check just playing time, knows that they have the upper hand, so they can definitely waste as much time as they want in this second round here. EA will now pick it up again. However, it will get stunned out and it will get cleared by Love Nico Senpai to the blue side.
Yeah, well, looking at the response, it looks like Orange Team might be getting there first, but 39 is there before they can re-grab all the way there. And you can see a nice position from those two blue members in the midfield, ready for the pass and ready for their spawn so that they can get the ball towards the orange goal. A clear from Orange will actually make its way past all the members into the bubble. And it looks like, well, 45 might be getting there first, and he is. EA has controlled the ball, and he seems to be delaying a lot of time. This is only 4 points. 4 points could be taken back in a matter of seconds, so delaying the time may not be the best strategy, as Dak is taking his time, biting and choosing his decisions. He'll make a shot on the goal, but it will be sent out. Ducky does have control, and he has a lot of opportunities. He has one player upper shoulder and one player on the pillar, so the passes were there, but the blue team with the aggression will be able to maintain the control. However, it is still on their side. 3 minutes left on the clock, and yet to have a goal on the Galactic Crew side. It's looking really good for Glitch Reality right now.
EA now managed to stun that defender and tries to get the shot, but gets headbutted by Dak, who will pick it up and send it through the tunnel all the way back to the blue side now. Race for the disc. It looks like Lizzie B will get there first to receive it, taking their time, trying to send a clear over to the side, but will bounce straight back to them. Love Nico Senpai now will pick up, going for the backwards clear. It looked like just bouncing off the bow tie out of EA's hands, but Reality Check will be able to pick it up and walk it up here again, allowing his teammates to get into position, get ready for the passes. Just bouncing around in the tunnel here now. Exo will miss it, and it will be looks like a headbutt all the way back to the Blues team's bubble, bouncing around their bubble. It will be Love Nico Senpai who gets it back and goes in, just missing that 2-point shot. Dak now recovering the disc here, taking his time, looking for the pass, looking for the shot. Looks like it will be headbutted by someone in the goal there. Dak will pick it up again, going for the backwards pass now, but it will be picked up by Lizzie B, who sends it all the way through, but Snazzles picks it up, sends a pass over to Dak. Dak trying to juke out the defenders, sending a pass all the way to Senpai down at the bottom. However, it will be stolen by Lizzie B, who just misses the clear, bouncing it off the shield. Love Nico Senpai gets his goal saved by Reality Check. Reality Check sending the clear all the way through. No backline defender this time to catch it. However, it will be Love Nico Senpai who will pick it up once again, sending it all the way back to the blue team's side. They are not giving up. They really want these points on the board here now.
Yeah, they may not be giving up, but they should be calculating their decisions. They are taking as many shots as they can and having a low time, but it's not a big point gap. 4 points can be done without taking every single goal possible. If you're able to calculate and work with the people you have, you're gonna be more fruitful. And we saw a lot of shot opportunities just not connecting for the Galactic Crew. A throw from EA all the way down in the pit will award his team their 7th point. A nice 3-pointer all the way. And now, with just 1 minute left in the round, that 4-point lead has largely risen, and it looks like we'll be getting on our way.
Sounds like yet another pause has come through from one of the team's sides. It looks like one of their players has actually dropped out, so we will just wait for that player to get back in. But so far, how are you feeling about this match, Wazdaaa?
It's close to being over with just a minute left. They're going to need some very quick points to happen here. If they're able to get 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer, they could be taking it, but that is a long way away. With just a minute left, They haven't been able to find much, but there have been a few things that have been good. Their passing on the offense has been pretty all right. They have been finding each other in the positions. They've been spreading out very well. We saw players waiting on the pillar, on the shoulder, on the nest. So their positioning is there, but I think if they want to take this last minute and bring us to an overtime and potentially a third map, we're going to need to see some very quick but efficient and correct decision making, and not just not just going for every potential goal just because you have the disc, you know?
Yeah, but it looks like they might have just barely enough time to tie the game up. However, they will have to be very fast with their plays. By very fast, I mean really fast. They need to get 3 goals. That's 2 2-pointers and a 3-pointer to tie it up here. So, like I said, they will have to play very fast, very efficiently. They cannot afford to miss a pass or to get the disc stolen, otherwise they will most likely just run out of time and probably won't bring us to round 3.
Yeah, and with the way Glitch Reality is positioned in this match right now, with just a minute left, they know they have the advantage and they know there's very limited time. So they can start to slow things down and act as a sort of, they can take as much as they need without giving them anything, and they're going to try and slow the game down as much as possible. And they're going to give Galactic Crew no opportunities. They don't need to put any emphasis on scoring, just wasting as much time as they can. So Galactic Crew, they have a very, very difficult task ahead of them. And I'm sure Glitch Reality is aware of what they need to do to secure this round. I mean, they're poised to take this match very handily. So I'm sure they're going to do as much as they can to lock this one away and give Galactic Crew absolutely no opportunities.
Definitely. All Glitch Reality need to do is just keep it in their hands for a good few seconds, not giving it away, and then they will just make Galactic Crew run out of time, and they will just have no time to score enough points to bring it back into a tie game. It looks like now we do have the player reconnecting back on Galactic Crew's side. Just need to switch over and get the round started.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see. We have a minute left, and it's been a pretty quick game so far. Galactic Crew is yet to find the advantage in points. And, you know, they're going to need they're going to need to play almost perfectly to secure this last minute. So it just comes down to a formality at this point, wasting out these last 1 minute if you are Glitch Reality. So both these teams know their mission very well, and they both know what they have to do. And Glitch Reality, they've been on point this game. They've been outplaying them at every step. So I'm convinced that their efforts may be a little more fruitful than Galactic Crew's, but you know, it's still yet to be seen, and it's still possible. I'm still hoping for a map 3. I'd still love to see a map 3. It hasn't been an absolute slaughter. I mean, we are about 9 minutes into the game, and there's only a 7-point advantage. There's less than a point per round, so it's not an absolute domination. It's still been a fairly close competition. So seeing a map 3, I mean, I'd love to see it. Even seeing overtime would be a treat for me. We are just awaiting these teams to be all set, and it looks like everyone's heading back towards their locker rooms, and it looks like the joust could be on its way.
Like you said, I do believe these teams are evenly matched, and maybe later on in the season we will see them play each other again, and maybe it will be much closer. But as you mentioned, it isn't an absolute slaughter in this round. Now as Galactic Crew coming out with the head, but trying to get the disc down to their side very quickly. LoveNicoSenpai will catch the disc, however Lizzie B will get the stun. Ducky will pick it up. EA will stun and grab the disc. Walking up here now, just a very teaseful play there, but just messing up. Guess Karma got him there. Dark now will pick it up, sending it for what looks like the half-cut shot. Just goes high and just bouncing back off the shoulder to the mid. LoveNicoSenpai will pick it up here. However, EA will stun him out and send it all the way through. Galactic Crew have completely run out of time here now to make a comeback. And just a missed shot for the 3-pointers, unfortunately, as we...
Yeah, there are just 5 seconds left in this game. And, well, there it is. Glitch Reality will take the series 2-0. congratulations to their team. And, well, you know, it's definitely potential for a comeback. We may see Galactic Crew come back later in this league, but for today, it was the Glitch Reality Show. Only 7 points across 2 games for Galactic Crew. And, you know, very, very well played by players like EA. They saw 10 points out of the total 20. He got half the points for his team this series. He's been playing phenomenally, as well as Reality Check. He was a star player in the first series. So I'm impressed to see this. I'm impressed to see Glitch Reality so far, and they've been playing phenomenally so far.
Hello and welcome back for the last matchup on VRML Channel 2 of this block of matches. I think this is like the 5th match we're on, but this match is going to be inverted in orange versus Corrosion in blue. I'm SuptnikKobra and I'm joined by Wazdaaa, who's my co-caster, and Lanzan on camera, and also Sphinx, who has been integral in getting all of these matches started today as our match coordinator.
Yeah, huge shout out to everyone working behind the scenes and working with me. It is my first day, and I'm glad to be here with you, Sputnik. It's going to be a nice game, as so I've heard. I've heard that Inverted has some star players on their lineup. Highlighted to me through the grapevine was Swagger, so I'll be looking for his plays throughout this game. But the ball is making its way down towards the blue side. Isolate gets the throw towards the blue bubble, and the slam dunk from Swagger. Well, I was talking about him just a few seconds ago, and, well, I guess the grapevine was right.
So Swagger will find those 2 points, 13 seconds off the clock, off that joust. So a very quick result from this inverted team. I know Blondie, he's been around for a while. I mean, I know all these players. I played with Isolate in the Pizza League, I think 2 years ago now, so I know of Isolate. I've played with him. He's a fantastic player. Swagger Nuts streams. All of these players have been around for a while, and that shot will bounce off the crossbar and way all the way to mid. And you can see how Inverted stack is quick to recover, but Corrosion with it now. Salty Tuna Fish going for that clear. And they're going to try and get their bubble offense started in this bubble of Inverted.
Yeah, ball making his way towards Salty. Is the pass actually not going to find anyone, and the rebound will make its way back towards the tunnel. Nobody has control of the ball just yet. They're looking for it, and Swagger is there with the grab. Isolate going all the way downfield, but it will get trapped in the tunnels, and the blue team is looking for control. They're right there, but the stack from Orange will be faster. Swagger with the ball, looking to take it all the way towards the net, and Blondie, assisted by Swagger, the 2-point shot brings them up 4 points so far.
So another score from Inverted. They've got a minute on that goal time. So, you know, you look at Corrosion, and Corrosion's starting to figure out this Inverted offense. They're at least holding them at bay. They have to convert on this advantage, this joust advantage. They're going to lose possession, and Inverted quick to apply that pressure, but they'll come away with it. Anubis with it, sending it to Geo, and then that bounce will bounce all the way towards the bubble.
Yeah, an interception caught by Anubis off the back wall. Anubis looking for the slam dunk, but it's not going to happen. Blondie is there with the save, but Anubis is able to grab it yet again, and he finds his way to Salty Tortoise. Just passes and waiting their time, looking for any shots they can find, in the backhand from Salty Tortoise finds the upper right. 2 points for Corrosion, and they are on the board 3 minutes in.
So we'll go into that goal. That's Salty Tortoise with those 2 points. Still a game. I see a few emotes in the chat, but maybe they're wrong. And you see pressure coming out of the gates. So able to get that turnover, able to pick it up, but that long shot's going to be off target. It's going to be picked up by Inverted. Yperm with it now. Yperm, formerly of Spaghetti. And you see this Corrosion stack. They're able to force these turnovers. They're able to recover, finding that disc at the bubble, sending it forward to mid. Not able to find that clear though, but both of these teams have pretty fast stacks, and they're looking to be pretty even right now.
Swagger's able to gain the control as he was chasing it for a minute. The pass to his teammate in the bubble won't find the goal, and Salty Tortoise is there with the response. We still have a decent amount of players stuck in that blue goal, so it's going to be a race towards the orange bubble, and 03 is there. He gets the grab and goes stuck, looking for any teammates. He's might just looking to shove it in, and there it is. Another 2-pointer for Corrosion, and this is an even game. Very nice job on the rebound, and, well, this might be a very, very close match.
So 4 minutes off the clock. Joust advantage now back to Inverted. Inverted starting off strong with those 4 points. Corrosion quickly responding. So with that pass to the wall, looking to get down court is Inverted, but in the bubble, they're just going to turn it over to Corrosion. They have to find these passing plays. Corrosion's stack is nothing to scoff at. They're able to find possession on these clears. trying to get that past the ceiling, will be off target, bouncing around, and a stun will come through that nice block from a player of Corrosion. A slap through mid, and it's right now back and forth. A lot of loose discs on these clears, a lot of these long passes. It's going to be intercepted, and another clear through mid.
Yeah, a game of Pong going back and forth between these backward playing players. Still stuck in the midfield, and no teams are able to make a good push onto the goal just yet. Blue with a nice slap around will find its way in towards the orange side, but still not very deep at all. The ball will find its way towards the orange goal, and Swaggernuts still has the ball. The rebound makes its way towards the tunnel and all the way towards the blue sides. A very nice clear from Swagger, but Anubis there in time. And, well, actually, a grab from Swaggernuts will apply more pressure. We see Blondie and Isolate still waiting out on this geometry, waiting for any response they can. Once a pass comes out, they'll be quick to respond. Or at least you can hope. And yep, there it is. But a nice pass over towards Anubis will avoid that double stack, and they're able to make a nice push onto this orange side. A stack will get 2 players inside the goal, but it doesn't matter. Salty is there with a 2-pointer, 6-meter shot, and that will give them the first advantage they've had in this series so far.
And they'll make a comeback just like that. It's back and forth. A lot of these clears coming through, a lot of reliance on boosting and clearing. But Corrosion able to find their passes, get down towards that bubble, capitalize on it. They had 2 goalies. Verde had 2 goalies within the goal, and still Corrosion was able to make that point happen.
Some nice back passes, just waiting their time. They are now in the point advantage, but it's not by far, so they're going to need to keep that aggression up as this clock ticks down. There is just 4 seconds left, and they're able to find Ghost Duck off the pass. Both of them looking for the grab, but it will be YPerm to find the ball. Still stuck on their side, and the response from Orange is there. They're able to get the rebound, but it's intercepted by Anubis. Still some decent blue pressure as they're just finding their passes and waiting their time. They're finding any opportunities they can, and they're not taking any risks. A pass down will find Ghost Duck, but it's quickly passed on over to Anubis. Just a back and forth across this field, and Orange team is just not able to find the ball at all. Ghost is with the pick, and they're still applying so much pressure to this Orange team. We saw 3 Orange players stunned at a time with just the last remaining player in the goal. Ghost Duck is there with a pass towards the inner bubble, but the interception and save from Isolate will get them the ball towards midfield, but still the catch from Blue, and Salty is able to find the ball. They're going to start passing back and forth between each other, just wasting time and taking calculated risks. Still Anubis with the pressure. The Orange team just isn't able to get this ball off the half-court side just yet.
And that pass will come through. Tortoise, but Tortoise is going to lose it to Swaggernuts. Swaggernuts looking to find this clear, put his team back in the lead. It will bounce off the ceiling, off the back wall, but Corrosion will maintain possession. They'll get that forward pass, and Inverted's just not able to really keep up right now. Able to outmaneuver Swaggernuts in the back line. Would be Salty Tortoise. Salty Tortoise now with possession, and a loose disc going all the way back towards that back line. So Anubis with it now, sending it forward to Salty Tortoise. And another clear attempt. So that's going to bounce down towards the bubble of Inverted.
Yeah, blue team is playing very, very slow. They're playing incredible in these last 3 minutes, just wasting as much time as possible, and they're not giving up any opportunities either. And it doesn't help that Inverted just hasn't been able to find the balls off of these passes. The blue passes have been incredible so far, but Swaggernuts, he started off the game with a 3-pointer, and he's looking to maybe make it again. If they're able to get a 3-pointer here, that puts them in the lead. A pass on up outside the bubble will find his way back towards Swaggernuts, and the shot will tie up the game. A 2-pointer off of some nice passes between the Orange team. They're still in this game, and maybe blue team slowed down gameplay might have came to bite them.
So we'll now be an even game. Just advantage back to Corrosion. Corrosion looking to take the lead once again. I think that this connoisseur vote heavily favored Inverted, but Corrosion saying that they're no slouch. They can take this team. They can take this match, and they're going to continue to try that. So with that forward pass, and there we go from Inverted. Inverted able to finally apply this pressure, get this forward advantage. and they're trying to take the lead right now, but they weren't able to read that bounce on that clear. So setting up a low goal, and that's 2 points now. 30 seconds on the clock. It's up to Corrosion to respond in this first round.
That is a 180. Just a few minutes ago, we saw Inverted down 2 points, and blue team, well, it got tied up, and they got a bit aggressive, I will admit. They were all up in the orange side, but a quick orange rebound was able to get it back towards blue, and they were able to get the point that brought them into the winning position. Only 10 seconds left on the clock, and they're still setting down towards blue. This round is all but over. 4 seconds left, and another shot from YPerm will be the final nail in the coffin. The final score is 10-6. Inverted, they were down for a hefty portion of the match, but they're able to bring it back and then some in the last 2 minutes of the game.
So with the first round being over and being won by Inverted, we will be going to the second round. But looking at these stats, we've got Swagger Nuts with 6 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 3 steals. Blondie coming away with 2 points, 1 assist. YPerm with 2 points and 1 save, and of course staying true to form, he's got 30 stuns. And Isolate with 2 assists and 4 stuns. Now on Corrosion, we've got Salty Tuna Fish with 2 points and 1 save, 12 stuns. Ghost Duck, 2 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 13 stuns. Anubis with 2 saves on the defense, and Salty Tortoise with 2 points of himself.
Yeah, I mean, Swagger Nuts definitely was the backbone of Inverted that game. I mean, a good mental fortitude from Inverted. They were down for a good portion of the time, and Corrosion really wasn't giving them anything. There was a point in time where they were able to pass it back and forth on the orange side, and nobody got their hands on the ball for a hefty portion of time. Maybe 40 seconds they were ballless. So it was looking pretty bad, but Swagger Nuts brought out the plays and was able to bring them back and take the round. We move into round number 2, Inverted versus Corrosion. It's been a close game so far, and Corrosion will win the joust.
And with that clear through from Inverted, they're looking to capitalize on this transition, but Corrosion will sail past it and be in the hands of Blondie, looking to make this drive towards the bubble. Blondie will try and find that cross to mid. It will be past its target and able to get that block. Swagger Nuts will come away with it. Swagger Nuts looking for an opportunity here, trying to take his time, but getting stunned out, taking maybe too much time. Now will be in the hands of Salty Tortoise for the clear.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent play. I mean, he just wasn't ready for the aggression by blue, and it got sent back down towards field. We see a lot of players stacked up here, making sure that the passes just aren't happening. Orange now with the ball control. Isolate passes it on over to YPerm, and the pass is back and forth. He's above the goal, and he's juking out as much as he can, but that is not enough. He will be stunned, and blue will take control. Salty biding his time in this lower field, looking for passes that he can find, and he's going to chuck it downfield as Ghost Duck sends his body down there as well. He has the grab and the slam dunk. A nice 2-pointer to kick off round number 2 by Ghost Duck. And waiting for that player to send himself downfield was crucial. They had the ball, but they just weren't sending it down immediately. They said, all right, we have control, we can slow it down, and they were able to capitalize off of that, and they are now in the advantage. Corrosion, a better start than last round.
So Inverted will roll out. They're not going to find that first pass. And at the floor will be Ghost Duck, sending that pass along the floor, skimming it. And Salty Tortoise now from post, trying to make a drive. And they're going to crash the net. And Salty Tortoise will find that shot in the upper pocket.
Yeah, some very, very good calculated aggression. They're not going for every opportunity they have. I mean, they're going for the best opportunities. They're waiting for players to get out of position, waiting for their players to able to aggress onto the goal players. And, well, it's awarding them some very decent points just by calculating their aggression and being able to adjust the dial of their aggression. So we will see a orange front being pushed towards the blue goal. It's passed on over to Swagger Nuts. He's been a great player so far. A pass over towards Blondie, and that is going to be the retaliation. Inverted find their first points of round number 2 off of a solid pass.
Now I want some salad. So with that shot off that solid pass, very good pass it will be now back in the hands of Corrosion. So Inverted able to find those points there. And now they're just going to slow it down. They have this 2-point lead. They're going to play to their advantages. Sending it down court to the floor will be Salty Tunafish now. Salty Tunafish with his drive, but he's not able to complete it. Will bounce off the crossbar. Yperm will whip it behind him, so we'll be at mid now, bouncing around in the tubes. But Corrosion's going to feel that pressure. Swagger Nuts with now. Looking forward. He's got one player to his parallel. And they're trying to find the setup around goal, sending it there for that pass, and Blondie finishing it now. So that's a great setup from this Inverted offense, able to capitalize on that turnover in the tubes.
Yeah, I mean, this match is just about as close as the first match. This has been an absolute nail-biter. Some very good decision-making on both sides of the court. And, you know, I really can't call who's in the advantage. Both teams are playing phenomenally so far. The orange team, well, they're making it back towards this orange goal in the bubble. Could have a potential shot in the pass to Blondie by Swagger Nuts. That is going to confuse the goalies and will gain them the advantage. Very, very well played. And oh my God, this is so close.
So this will only be a 2-point advantage to Inverted. 5 minutes 50 seconds on the clock. This is the second round, with the first round going to Inverted. So it's up to Corrosion to take this round, force a third one, have a chance at this series. And with possession now, Salty Tunafish making that drive, and you see that pressure on the goalie. You see that interference that allows for that shot to come through. And Corrosion isn't really holding back. They're opting to not run crosses on this goalie. They just can get in their face and pressure them.
Yeah, the shots are on point, and the goalies just don't have much of a response for that shot. We're still tied up in this game, and we are only halfway through round number 2. Yperm has the ball, and Blondie behind him with the assist. They're looking for some brawls, but Blondie won't get into a fight just yet. Meanwhile, Perm with the pass over towards the other side, but nobody is there to find it. Isolate is red, but he'll pass it away just in time. The ball not really finding any of their teammates. The passes aren't there for Inverted just yet, and that will be Ghost Duck with the send towards the orange side. Blue team, they have the ball, and here come the passes. It won't find him, but the rebound will find Salty Tortoise. He's going to get jousted on, and, well, he'll pass it back, and this has just been very good passes so far on this offense. Salty with the pass towards the shield, and another goal. Isolate. He'll bring his team up a 2-point advantage, and that's the biggest gap we've seen so far. Nothing more than a 2-point back and forth.
So that will actually be a self goal. Isolate will have that hit off his head. So that's a Isolate being on Inverted. So that will go towards Corrosion. But nonetheless, a good play from Corrosion. And with it now is Anubis getting that clear through mid. It's going to be in the hands of Blondie. Blondie trying to find a clear for himself and looking to get this possession. Is Inverted, but a little bit of interference there will come away with it to Blondie. Now Blondie's going to reset it all the way to Isolate, and they're going to look to get their bubble offense started.
Ooh, a pass just nearly doesn't find Yperm, and the disc is back in towards the Blues control. They're going to send it back, and, well, they're there with the catch as well. The follow-up could come in as well, but no. The catch from Swagger Nuts will just bounce it around his goal. They're going to send it back downfield, but it just gets sent back by the map itself. They're not feeling it. They're not feeling the ball on the blue side just yet. Geometry just really isn't agreeing, and neither is blue team. They're there with the interceptions just at nearly every step. Salty Tortoise looking for anyone he can find, and the passes are all there. We see one player bottom right and one player up on that left shoulder. He's on Nest now. He's going to send it towards the goal, and the goalie just wasn't ready. Ghost Duck with the shot will bring us to the first 4-point lead we have seen this round.
So trying to force this third round will be Corrosion off that anchor shot. Ghost Duck at 6 meters. It's now a 2-possession game, an advantage of Corrosion. And once again, I have to say that Inverted was heavily favored going into this round, but you can't underestimate these newer teams. They're giving it their best, and they're doing a damn good job at it. So Corrosion will headbutt it and look to get that possession, and that will be a nice play. Anubis finding it off the ceiling, off that head, off the headbutt at 2 meters. Now that's a clippable one.
Yeah, that one's going in the highlight reel. We'll see that on Twitter very, very shortly, I'm sure. But we have seen ourselves in a similar position. They are up double the points, but this time in the last round, we did see Inverted. They were down points, but they were able to bring it back, and pretty decidedly at that. So the game isn't over just yet, but Corrosion is looking to take us to a third round of this game. Wazdaaa waiting his time with the disc, looking for any passes, but the orange team is all over these potential passes, but the brawl in the goal will make it an easy shot for Salty. And now the gap just got even wider.
Corrosion really running some old strats. You typically don't see interference on the goalies as much like that these days. That being maybe ESL Season 2 and 1. But it's seeming to pay off. They don't need those extra pass opportunities. And Blondie's going to find that 3 points. So they're back in this game. Only a 5-point lead to Corrosion. And Blondie trying to put his team back on alert. They're trying to take this in 2.
Yeah, they're just 5 points behind, so that's a 3-pointer and a 2-pointer. You know, we saw 2 points come out within a minute or so, and Swaggernuts was the backbone for his team. That seemed like Blondie is looking to help out just a bit more. Swaggernuts reaching for anything he can, but it just will not be found. A nice blue throw down court will put a boon on the Orange's offense. And Salty Tortoise, well, he's back with the possession, and he'll actually just send it. Was faking the potential pass, but he'll just catch the goalie off guard. And that looks like we'll be heading to a round number 3, folks. It's happening. I see you all in chat hoping for it. And this is the closest match we've seen all night. It's been fighting tooth and nail for whatever advantage we can get. Blue team, oh my lord, I swear that was light speed. That was at least Mach 5.
Mach 5 is pretty fast. There's no, well, actually, there is atmosphere in the arena, but definitely really fast stuff from this team. And that's going to be the second round to Corrosion. So tell me about those stats, Wazdaaa.
Well, taking a quick peek at this game, we see Blondie, he's been putting some points on the board a lot more than the last game. We saw Swaggernuts leading the pack, but Blondie is there to help out as well. Unfortunately, his efforts won't award them a map, because on the blue team we saw 3 players just all running solid right now. After those 2 maps, we are now at 666 points for all Salty Fish, Wazdaaa, and Salty Tortoise. All 3 players sitting at 6 kills, and well, it looks like Corrosion is firing on all cylinders in this second round. And well, I saw people in chat mentioning the momentum of Corrosion, and it seems like the momentum was safely on their side, and it could continue going into round number 3.
Absolutely. They just have to maintain this momentum, and they're going to pull off the upset that they want to happen. And Inverted really trying to stop this from happening. Inverted playing last season. I believe that Corrosion, this is their first season. Maybe someone in chat can tell me. But Corrosion looking pretty good. Looking to pull off this upset. Looking to maintain this momentum. And they might be able to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason I could make a case for either teams going into round number 3, but it looks like they'll be making the case for themselves. An even joust to kick it off. And blue team with the early aggression onto the goal, a potential shot, but it is saved by Orange, and it's going to get sent down all the way back towards the blue side. It's an early setup, and Swaggernuts has the ball. He has no teammates to work with, so he's going to bide his time and look for anyone he can find. Isolate is there for the pass, but it will not find Isolate. And that is going to give the ball into the hands of the blue team. Disc, I'm gonna catch like some death threats saying ball so many times, I swear to God. But
I think you might on that one. But following it up will be Anubis. But yeah, it is a disc. This is your first day, so you know, the chat's bearing with you. Everyone is grateful to have all these new casters. The casting team is grateful. It's good to see all this new talent, and that just shows how much this league has grown. And in season 3 has been kicking off. It's been a great thing. So with that slap coming through, will be in the hands of Anubis. They will lose it to SwaggerNuts. SwaggerNuts setting that long shot, and that one's gonna be slapped out. So a good attempt from Inverted. Inverted looking to make this drive towards the goal, but not able to find that shot. So Inverted really looking to come back in this.
Yeah, well, the blue back with the control. They're able to win out that series, and well, the orange response. They're gonna be making their way back towards the goal, and GhostDuck is just waiting his time, looking for anyone he can find, and well, the passes are coming back and forth. The passes for Corrosion have been absolutely on point thus in this series, and it's been very instrumental in how they're able to set up for these goals, and just like that, he just sent it straight into the goal. A nice shot, a nice juke. GhostDuck brings his team up 4-0 in the third round. That is a very good start if you are Corrosion. And if you are Inverted, well, we've seen some very promising things. I mean, they haven't had many executions onto the goal, definitely not as many as Corrosion, but it still has been pretty solid, and I see no reason why we could be back in 4-4 in a matter of minutes.
And it will be picked up by YPerm, and YPerm's going to dunk that one in with a little bit of a flourish. It's only a one possession advantage to Corrosion. And like you said, in a few minutes, it might be a few seconds, and looking to take back this lead is Inverted.
Yeah, YPerm's been a little quieter on the goal side of this game. He has been going absolutely off on the stuns, though. I think, how many stuns do we have for YPerm? 46 so far. I mean, I'm a level 36, but I have never seen that many stuns in a game yet. He's been going out. He chose violence today.
And that's his MO. If there's anything that YPerm does, it's throwing stuns. That's what he loves to do. So picking it up is SwaggerNuts. SwaggerNuts now looking for an opportunity. Under pressure, gonna send it to the player that was crossed, but it's not gonna get there, and looking to recover it at their bubble will be Inverted. So SwaggerNuts with it now, sending it forward. And that's triple coverage right there in mid, so they're not gonna get that one through. And it's Corrosion's disc once again outside the bubble.
Yep, some decent passes coming out from Corrosion that's been instrumental in their success so far. A pass to the back of the goal catches the goalies off guard. Salty Tortoise, another 2 points for Corrosion, and these passes and the positioning of these players have been absolutely incredible.
They definitely have. So now Joust advantage, once again back to Inverted. Inverted needs to find their passes. They need to get down court, and you see that stack from Corrosion applying that early pressure and sending that clear, trying to find it at the ceiling, but not able to get it, will be Inverted. So Salty Tortoise with it now, sending that cross pass forward to Salty Tunafish. A nice pass off the Geo, and this clear will come through, and it's up to Inverted to read it, and they do. So Inverted down by 4, 2 possessions behind. They just need to start putting points on the board now.
Yeah, the momentum has been in favor of Corrosion in these last 2 rounds. We're staring down an upset if Inverted isn't able to respond. These passes have just been pretty lackluster, and Corrosion has been all over the ball in this series. Now, just about halfway through round number 1, the advantage still in the favor of Corrosion. Another shot coming out. Anubis, he will find it, and these shots have just been on point, and the defense for Inverted has just not been ringing off.
Novalux coming in chat saying, I love to see an underdog win. And yeah, definitely. So, and they're looking to be doing that. As that pass comes forward through mid and the pass to the floor, SwaggerNuts looking for an opportunity, setting it behind goal, and that shot will be stopped. Anubis with that hand in the right place at the right time, and that clear coming through. And under pressure, YPerm will lose it to that stun, and they're looking at a no goal. They can take that shot to be off target, and with it at the ceiling will be YPerm with the clear.
Yeah, I mean, the goalies on Corrosion have been incredible. That was a very, very clean catch, and yeah, again, I mean, how many times do I have to say it? The passes are great, the executions are great from Corrosion. It all comes down to their defense. Their defense just hasn't been able to find many saves in this round so far, but they are only 2 goals away from tying it up. A pass to the bottom of the goal. Salty Tortoise slams it on in with a pass from GhostDuck. It's just been it's just been a repeat. It seems like we're repeating the same jousts over and over again. I mean, the passes are clean, the positioning is clean, and when it comes to response defensive-wise from Inverted, it just hasn't been enough to deal with Corrosion. And we are 4 rounds left in this round, and they are down 8 points. So they're going to need to set it up very quick, but this looks like it could be the start as Blondie gets 3 points and brings his team only 5 points down. If you're going to start the comeback anytime, it's going to be right now, and it starts with Blondie.
So 3 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. 5-point advantage to Corrosion. Corrosion to QB, and Nubis with it. Nubis under that pressure from Inverted stack. And they're trying to play a strong possession game. They're trying to run out this clock. Setting it back and forth, and able to get the stun on one player from that stack. They'll tie it up just for a second, but Corrosion will turn it over right there, and this is a chance for Inverted to turn it around.
The blue team is just all over the ball. These stacks have been incredibly efficient, incredibly fast, and their reads have been on point. Passes around this blue side won't find Salty, but he'll just pass it on back, and they are running out this clock. Inverted just doesn't have an answer for these continuous passes. I mean, no matter where they are, Corrosion is passing and wasting time, absorbing as much damage as they can. And they're not giving up many opportunities, just waiting their time. And Inverted has to realize this, and it has to start getting frustrating, being down 5 points and just never being able to gain any possession on this ball. Even when you are close like this, you'll get stunned out by Ghost Duck, and the passes just keep on coming. The pressure keeps coming towards goal, and it is a free goal right now, and nobody is in it. Anubis capitalizes on that realization, and a 2-pointer brings Corrosion up by, I can't do live math, they have 12 points, and there's only 2 minutes left on the clock.
So that will be 7 points. So helping you a little bit on that one.
Thank you.
And it will be Joust advantage to Inverted. So Inverted, they can still come back. They'll get stunned out by that fast stack from Corrosion. And taking their time and going for a little bit of steez will be Corrosion, picking it up off the backboard and finishing it off will be Anubis. So now this lead grows even bigger. Less than 90 seconds on the clock. Inverted is looking like they're going to be upset in this matchup.
I can tell you who is not going to be upset, though. That is going to be Anubis, and they are both dropping 10 points in this series. They're being absolutely instrumental in just waiting their time and choosing their fights, and it's been great so far. But Orange has an open goal, and that'll be a 2-pointer, unfortunately, for Blondie. If that was a 3-pointer, they might have a better chance in this game. They had an open goal, but it will just go down to 2. Still, a very good play by Inverted as they just they get the passes towards net, and Corrosion is found out of position.
So 40 seconds on the clock and ticking. Joust advantage back to Corrosion. Corrosion is probably going to look to maintain possession, but they'll throw that pass there. It will be a little wide. Isolate to pick it up, setting it forward. And no matter what they do right now, all they're trying to do is minimize this point deficit and improve their MMR, because at the end of this, they will have lost in this massive upset to Corrosion. So 13 seconds on the clock and ticking. First day of casting, Wazdaaa. I think you've witnessed the start of something great.
Yeah, I mean, Corrosion, they've completely blown away my expectations. The production crew, I mean, y'all put a video down in my head. Corrosion, I was feeling it. You're telling me Swagger's nuts. He's absolutely insane. I mean, it may be the case, but Corrosion was just better in their match today, and I'm excited to see where this team is able to go, beating teams like Inverted. It's not always an easy feat, but they're able to bring it to them and take it. And I'm impressed by everyone on this team so far. Almost everyone on their team is above 5 points, and that's enough for me to say, well done. You deserve the win, and very well played. Congrats to Corrosion. They take the series 2-1 and gain themselves another win in VRML.
So with that being said, I want to shout out all the new followers on Echo Arena VRML Channel 2. Salsana, Sarkis Best One, Pixel Patrick, Rail Dredge, Dan Potato, and Just Dash. Thank you so much for following. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I've been SuptnikKobra. That's been Wazdaaa on his first day. Lanzan on cams. And have a great night.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net.